All right, Shalom. Shalom. I want to start out giving all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to all the sincere brothers around the four corners of the globe, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. All right, it's the brother Rock from GMS Houston, and we're going to get straight to it. You can start with that. Psalms 1.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 1 and 1. It says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel." Salaki. It says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful."
Right. It says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners." All right. So the counsel of the ungodly, all right, are those that are giving counsel, but not according to this word. All right. Because you got men that give counsel, but they going off, teach you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Basically telling you to operate within the fashions of this world instead of a wise counsel, which would be through the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right.
As you mentioned before the lesson with ISUPK dude, the general, he was supposed to be a leader, a general, to give younger brothers counsel on what to do, and he advocating for adultery. His counsel is adultery. His counsel, if your brother slap you, go fuck his wife. But it ain't the right counsel. And even if you look, the caller called in to Captain Tazariak live show and said, "Look, y'all heard General Muhammad say for Chris Rock, he should his counsel be go after this man's wife." He said, now the dude said, "Now I agree with it, but is that cool?" The point is, from him saying that, look how other people taking it. Well, I agree with it. Now think about somebody who ain't silent in the spirit. They gonna go do that,
right? Because
they perceive this a man of the law. Hey, well, shit, I believe his counsel of the Lord dealing with him. But again, as the scriptures say, the blind be leaders of the blind. You just got to lead of some, follow somebody blind. Physically, no. What they say, that could apply to your actions, man. You got it, bro.
Read that again.
Come. Psalms 1 and 1. "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night."
Right. You see, in the it says, "But his delight is in the law of the Lord," and in his law do he meditate day and night. So, right, you're not gonna basically you're gonna be structured by the fashion of the the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Having that fear of the Most High. Mm-hmm. All right, you're not gonna do those things that like committing adultery, man. That's going on. That's in the the commandments, man.
Right.
You see?
Yep.
And you wouldn't, if you were a man of the Lord, you're not gonna tell your congregation, all right, to do acts of that nature, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You see?
And the scripture says, "Give no appearance of evil in anything," roughly paraphrasing.
Right.
Yep.
Render not evil for evil.
Yep.
You see?
I want to get that definition of counsel real quick from the etymology online. It says from the 1200, so counsel is advice, instructions given, right? Mutual advising, interchanging opinions, a plan, right? But you see, it goes into instruction and advice, and that's what the Lord set men over us for, to go to for instruction and advice. The scripture says, "Do nothing without I don't think it say counsel. It slipped me, Lord willing I could get it, but do nothing without counsel, man." We go to certain brothers for certain things because maybe the Lord put them through that already, and they know the way out. They already experienced that, so they can give us that advice. That's what the Lord set men up for. True leaders, man. Yahweh Shai never gave no bullshit advice to the apostles or the disciples.
Right.
Everything he said was according to the scriptures. Everything he said was according to prophecy, man. And that's why we sitting here today to do what? Give that same instruction to the believers and take it for ourselves, man. Not to lead nobody else astray. You got it though, bro.
All right, this is Sirach 34, and he 34 and 10, it says, he that have no experience know a little, but he that have traveled is full of prudence. Because you mentioned seeking counsel from those of experience, man. All right, on how to operate, with certain situations. Now, I had looked up prudence. This is out the Webster's definition: the ability to govern and discipline oneself by the use of reason, skill, and good judgment in the use of resources. Right. Caution or circumspection as to danger or risk. Right. So basically, man, someone that has that experience, that they show that prudence. Yeah. All right, they show that discipline. All right. You see, they're not going to steer you the wrong way. All right, for lack of terms, man. All right. That's why the Lord gave us men of, to be that example. Starting as the scriptures goes into how the things written aforetime were written for our learning.
Right.
All right. So we had those examples of men of faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man, in the scriptures. All right. You see, and even here today, starting with our apostles and elders, man. All right, man, that's well,
like you said, well traveled.
Well traveled through the, doing this work, man. All right. So their counsel wouldn't be to commit sin, man, or to go off. All right. You see, those are men of prudence, man.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, something to add, bro.
Okay, I got a quick one. This Proverbs 19 and 20 says, hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. And that's also we working so we could be accepted in the end. Now think about if somebody telling you counsel on things that the Lord hate, things that's against the Lord. Now the blood on that man's hand and on your hands, because you did it.
Yeah.
It says there are. Is this the one I wanted? Hold on. Proverbs 19, okay, and 20. It says, that's not the one I wanted, Salakia. But it says, hear counsel, receive instruction. And that's the thing, when somebody giving counsel, you got other people on the other side of that receiving it. And our last thing to do is to lead others astray.
Right.
And it says that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. You doing what's pleasing in the sight of the Lord. But you got it, bro.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at verse 14. All right. Well, I'm gonna just get straight to the point. This is 3 and 14. It says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Right? So continue in the things which thou hast learned, all right, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. You see, it says, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. All right. So, right. Wise counsel is going to be based off the scriptures, man. All right. How we all supposed to, operate, learn, and grow, and how to move, how to do things, man. All right. Not, in that same mentality that we once had being in the world, man. All right. It says, verse 16, it says, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, man.
Right.
Okay, it says for instruction in righteousness, man. So it all, stems from this word, man. All right. Yeah, some
real quick, and it made me think about dealing with Rehoboam. King Solomon's son. Now remember, when the northern kingdom, they came to him, Jeroboam, the northern kingdom came to him, that's like, look, man, your father put hell on us. We coming to you so you can have mercy on us, right? And so he said, come back in 3 days. And so he got counsel. He went get counsel. And the first group of men he got counsel from was the older men, the experienced men, the well-traveled men, right? Who been through things, you know? And they told him what? Treat these people nice, show them love, because if you do, they gonna serve you forever. You gonna be good. It's gonna be peace. And look, it said the men he got counsel from, the older men, was the same men who stood in councils with King Solomon. Now, this the wisest man ever. You know that rubbed off on him. But nevertheless, after he heard them, he said, okay, cool. So he went to some young men, young niggas, and scripture said who he came up with. Who he came up with. Who, you know, they ain't had no fear. You know, the younger the generations go, it's a lack of everything. You know, fear, you know, humility, you know, shit. But they told him what? They're like, man, tell them you ain't gonna show them love, you know, put more pressure on them, so on and so forth. And he did that. He listened to the young men rather than wise counsel. And what happened? That led to the kingdoms, the northern and the southern kingdom being split. Now, obviously, even in that chapter, it said it was because that was the Lord's will for that to happen. But look how it played out on earth, from a man getting counsel and advice from men who have no wisdom. That led to the nation being split. And still to this day, 2022 AD, we split because of that advice taken.
Right. It's a, you know, not to go through the whole thing or nothing, but real quick, it just says in 1 Kings 12:8, all right, it says, but he forsook the counsel of the old men, which they have given him, and consulted with the young men that were grown up with him, and which stood before him. And he said unto them, what counsel give ye, that we may answer this people, who have spoken to me, saying, make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter.
Right.
And the young men that were grown up with him spake unto him, saying, thus shalt thou speak unto this people that spake unto thee, saying, thy father made our yoke heavy, but make thou it lighter unto us. Thus shalt thou say unto them, my little finger shall be thicker than my father's loins.
In other words, what my father did to y'all, they ain't got shit on, you know how bad I'm about to treat y'all. But again, that's counsel from young niggas. And what the scripture says, a soft answer turneth away wrath. I think that's Proverbs, huh? If I'm also right, you know. But nevertheless, it says a soft answer turneth away wrath. If he would have gave and listened to wise counsel, men of understanding, guess what? The kingdoms would have been together. Again, we know that was the will of the Lord, but the kingdoms would have been together, would have been peace within Israel. You see? But as the brother been saying this whole time, look what listening to, well, you ain't seen said in these words, but look what listening to niggas get you, man.
Yeah.
How many people, and we don't know, how many people got that thought now or think it's okay to go commit adultery if you feel wrong? If the second in command saying it? Come on, bro.
Man.
You had one call, which proves you had one call to say, well, I think it's cool.
Right.
Come on, man. You know, but I got a quick one out. This Ephesians 4:29, it says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth. That's the doctrine's sake, supposed to speak the truth, and also what applies to this truth, man. As we've been going in this whole time, you know how we act, and you know, in front of certain brothers, what we say in front of certain brothers, man. You know, it says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, building you up, getting better, growing. That's what it's for. That's what we around each other for. It says iron sharpen iron.
Right.
You know? It says, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers, man. You know? So we can move how the Lord wants us to move. You know? Be in that congregation of the Lord.
Right.
You know? You got it, bro.
Come on, bro. That's it, bro. I mean, that's all I had.
Come on, shit. You take us out.
Yeah, so, hey, Lord willing, as always, we hope this was of edification, you know, and with that, all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, peace and blessings, and many salutations to all you sincere Akim across the globe that's teaching this word in our true diligence and faithfulness, man, you know. So with that, shalom.
Shalom.